Now, I've seen this one, but I haven't talked about it yet. So, November 2nd of 2024, Gypsy Rose Blanchard posted this. Eventually, the cameras and the fans and the haters alike will disappear, and when everyone has had their bite of the pie, what is left is a woman with trust issues, low self-esteem, and emotional baggage that the prying eyes of the public will never see. I leave my most vulnerable self to the ones I cannot hide from, the ones who see my struggle when I wipe my tears, pat my makeup under my eyes, and put on a smile as fake as the smiles reflected back at me. You are so inspiring, and we want the best for you, I'm told by journalists and producers. Their voices clash with the agenda. The mask is on. Smile. My message to you, Gypsy Rose Blanchard, is if you know that all these people have an agenda and that they're just all out there clamoring for a piece of their check, their portion of the check, you have the ultimate power and control to drive and steer your own life, to say no, to put boundaries for anybody. Whether anybody likes you or not, you are the one that have the say. You are a more than full-grown woman and have that ability to do that. And if you can't, the people that love and support you and surround you, they should be helping you and they should be encouraging you to do exactly that. The only thing I can say in comparison is look at celebrity cases. Look at people like Britney Spears who suffer from dual diagnosis of mental disability and mental illness, okay? Since she was very small and was with the Disney Club, before a lot of her mental disability and mental illness really started to present itself in early adulthood. They had already forged this image of pop princess, this path for her. And they wanted her to toe the line and follow it. And as long as she did that, she got the fame, the attention, the money. But most importantly, she got to perform, which is what she liked to do. A lot of people think there's absolutely no way. Yes, mentally disabled and mentally ill people can very much lip sync, sing, learn to do dance rehearsals and dance recitals. But the image that they projected for her is what the public today still think of her, decades later. That's why it's so hard for so many people, even her own fans and supporters of hers, to reconcile the fact that that woman and person that Britney Spears truly is cannot live up to her own image that was put out there for her. So it's really hard for people to understand simultaneously that she has mentally got her own issues and baggage, and she's got her own behavioral issues, and that doesn't align with the image they have always projected for her. Don't allow other people to use you in that way. Because the trade-off is, here, we're going to give you a check for lots of money, but we get a portion of our cut too, and our checks. They're benefiting off of you. It's the same way managers and assistants and lawyers and agents all do for celebrities. They're all taking a piece of that. Those people are the wolves around you. They're nothing compared to what you say content creators are doing to you. And I think you are very much aware of that because you say it right here. Their voices clash with the agenda, which means you know inside that all of this facade and this fake story agenda, that you're having a hard time reconciling who you are behind closed doors when the lights are off and you're by yourself, or you're with the people that have to be with you and have to deal with all of this, that you cannot live up to that image, that you do not, there's something broken here. And you know, I really wish that it wasn't all about money for people, but it is. It's all about money for you too. You say it here. Because there's no other reason why you would just allow all these people to do this to you and to just use you in this way. You don't have to go along with Melissa Moore. You don't have to go along with a literary agent. You don't have to go along with your attorney or your manager. You don't have to go along with what your family and people say they want for you, okay? And then this is another thing that really bothers me, for real, Gypsy, I'm going to tell you right now. The whole mental health thing, okay? Every person on this planet has had abuse, neglect, SA, or some kind of trauma, PTSD, something. Everybody has something. And everybody has to live with that something. It never goes away. It's ingrained in you. It's a part of who you are. Now, see, this whole fake image that they're trying to project for you, they're trying to sell you as this person who deserved this lesser sentence for what you did. No abuse on the planet is going to condone what you did, period. But I have polled a lot of people and asked, and believe it or not, a lot of society would be forgiving to your debt to society if you were to tell the truth fully, if you were to come out and admit a lot of the lies and inconsistencies and take full accountability and responsibility and really truly try to turn your life around and make better choices and take control and really do something good with your life. It's just the fact that people are really seeing actions are not aligning with the agenda. And so that's a facade that's already crumbled. It's broken, and it's just like a vase. Once you break it and you try to super glue it, it's going to look like it once did. It never is going to look like that. It's never going to be what it once was. And it's the same with this, because once everybody has seen all those cracks, you can't unsee it. Once you've seen that brokenness, you can't unsee it. Everybody has self-esteem issues, body issues, trust issues, emotional baggage, mental baggage, psychological baggage, whatever you want to call it or name it or phrase it. But the whole mental health awareness, and we're so modern, and we should be, really accepting of people. That really bothers me, because mental disability cannot be treated. Mental illness cannot be cured, and trauma cannot be healed from. And that is from me directly. I'm so tired of people trying to put it out there like that it's even a possibility to heal from your trauma and overcome it. You're never going to heal from your trauma if you really have trauma. And anybody that has trauma knows that. That's just how it is. You learn to cope with it. You learn to tailor your choices, words, actions, behaviors around it. You learn to take it and turn it into a strength and use it to help other people, therefore help yourself internally. But you don't actually heal from it. It's just there. It's a part of you, and it always will be. And anybody that hasn't knows that. If you really feel this way, I'm not the type of bitch that's going to sit here and say, ha ha, it's funny because karma is going to do that to you and you deserve it and we're all fucking here for it. I'm just going to say that you still have the opportunity and the ability right now, but that clock is ticking very short, because there's a lot of people that are full stop, nope, done. I am never going to forgive or accept Gypsy Rose, the victim narrative, all of this stuff until she actually tells the full-blown truth, takes accountability and does something great with her life and tries to give back and tries to redeem herself, tries to advocate for the other person, tries to show us that she's worth it, that she's rehabilitated and reformed, which prison did not do for you. Prison doesn't do that for hardly anybody. That's the whole problem that's broken in the prison system, is that they don't focus on rehabilitation and reformation quite as much as they should be. But that's just my message to you, that if you truly feel this way, you have the power and you have the ability to say no and to not take part in the show and to not be on social media. If that's what actively hurts and harms you the most, you can say, well, I should be allowed to be just like everybody else. But that's the whole thing, Gypsy Rose Blanchard. You're not like everybody else. You say that you have this really rare, egregious form of abuse that hardly anybody else on the planet has ever suffered, and you also committed a crime that other people largely do not commit, and so that sets you apart.